Oh
I
no,
got
we're
it.
not live, are we?
Well, says live up in the right hand corner there.
Oh,
Nick.
I'm playing with my webcam trying to remove my red nose. I just I've got my nose is a bit red this morning, and it's actually not through drinking because I was telling Jeff I've been a bit under the weather, so I've hardly drunk since I came home. But I did actually have a lovely let me get home. Professional photographer mate of mine over for a meal last night, and we had some whiskey. So what was it? Something came loose. So that was rather nice.
Really?
Yeah, I've got a reasonable single malt back there, which we consumed a reasonable amount of. A nice Indian takeaway, some wine, and then a nice whiskey. So I'm feeling a lot brighter today, that's for sure. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, last night I had went to a retirement party, neighbor's retirement party. I'm feeling a little hungover myself this morning. Had a little too much bourbon.
Yeah, you do like your bourbon. I don't blame you.
You know, I'm tell you what, I'm actually very new to bourbon. It's only been the last year and a half. I've always been a vodka guy. But hey, listen, I'll take it.
Yeah, well, oh, hello.
You know, I'll tell you what.
I just managed to get the. I meant to pop that out a minute ago. Pop out. There we go.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice being on the home laptop, which is much bigger. It's a 17-inch screen. So instead of me having that low screen and having all those computer problems as you saw last week, yeah, it makes it a whole lot easier and nicer. I can actually see the chat room. It's kind of nice.
Well, I have to use I've got a huge 27-inch iMac here. Even I prefer to use a couple of extra add-ons. So I've got this iPad here, this little program that Jeff put me onto called Duet, which isn't expensive, but it allows the iPad to work as a second screen. And it's absolutely perfect just for sticking the video on, because I've got the camera up there on a tripod, and I can put the video picture just underneath it if it ever connects. Why aren't you connecting? Why aren't you connecting to my... Yeah, I've done that.
I was going to use my Lenovo, but my wife has it locked with her password, and I'm not going to go wake her up this morning to... Then I can have... It would have been perfect to have the Lenovo with the chat room, the video.
For sure.
It would have been fantastic. However...
Let's try that again.
I don't know her... yes, Liz, I do like bourbon.
Well, for some reason that's not connecting. I'll leave you with it for a second.
I'm responding to Liz right now. I'm all alone. Well, I see Jeff over there. Typing.
Yeah, I'm still working some things out here. I need to something and restart. So
figure out how to make this font bigger on the live chat, though. That's the only problem. Still have the laptop pretty far away from me.
All right, let's see if that worked. Oh, that's better.
That working better?
Yeah, I've just got to find your video screen now, and I've found a new piece of photo software that Jess put me onto, which I'm going to have to play with. So that'll be an interesting thing to do. I seem to have an awful lot of time off lately. Well, not that I'm complaining. No, they just rostered me.
Line pilots don't work ever.
No, we never do. I mean, that's the only idea. If you can avoid it, well, there you go. We don't really like flying. I mean, we tell it people we do, but I hate it.
Yeah.
Dreadful bloody job.
It's the worst job in the world. I don't know why anybody would want to do it ever.
No. Although
Yeah.
I must admit, I mean, I came back from Atlanta. I was absolutely wrecked. Apart from this virus I've had, which has kept me a bit below par, but I just felt doomsville. Next video isn't great. Well, I'm sorry if I'm not handsome enough for you.
You're beautiful.
Well, it looks all right to me.
Yeah, your
then
signal is not very strong.
My signal isn't strong. How could that possibly be? I have a fine signal.
Anybody watching Netflix?
Sure. I throw it up on the screen right now. No. Why? Why would we be watching Netflix right now?
Jilly or somebody in Nick's house might be watching. Using
we have cable TV,
Oh.
so it comes in from a different source. Shouldn't actually affect my bandwidth.
Okay. Just some suggestions.
I'm just going to do a little testy poos and see if I can see what the problem is.
I don't have to worry about it in my house. I'm the only one up. Of course, there is only two of us here.
Yeah. I think everybody's up here at my house. I think
I'm all twisted. Hold on one second.
Picture
I didn't bother to. Well, I've always been twisted. Everybody knows that. I can't hear anything right now.
That's not my postcode, idiot.
I hear you talking about me.
Broadband speed test. Right, let's try that one.
Oh, that's what that was.
Start speed test.
There we go. Now I'm untwisted. I can be normal now. Hold on.
Well, I'm downloading at about 35 megabits per second. Oh, God, it's up to 50 now.
It's your next door neighbor.
No, I'm 50 megabits per second. That's fine. My next door can do what he likes if I'm getting 50.
You can probably water ski behind that speed.
Yep. Now let's see what the upload test shows. This will be the cruncher. Normally it's about 5. Oh, 7, 8, 7, 8. Look, I'm cooking with gas here, guys. So whatever it is, it's not at my end.
Wow.
Oh, having said that, it's just dropped down to 2. That's even that should be reasonable.
Getting a little skip in there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of funny. Last time we were all together, and here we are sitting, all in one room, and I'm over there struggling, and I'm having technical difficulties. This morning, I've got it all set. I spent until midnight getting this old laptop up to speed, but I knew I'd be much happier with it, and I'm having absolutely no problems, and here you are this week having problems. It's kind of ironic.
True. Yeah.
Technology, isn't it wonderful?
Can be.
That's why I like to fly a jet that doesn't have computers as much.
Well, you see, that's interesting, isn't it? Because it just depends what you define as technology. Because your jet engine that powers your old-fashioned airplane is pretty impressive technology. Yet you rely on that and we don't even think about it. The carbon brakes you probably have attached to your ancient. Do you have steel brakes or carbon brakes?
On the 88, it's steel. On the E90, it's carbon.
So yeah, you got carbon on the 90. See, so,
yeah, it's very, very good brakes on the 90.
So that's high tech. I mean, carbon brakes, I haven't say. Yeah. So it's all relative.
Well, the PG community, pardon me if I don't type a whole lot because I have to reach up way up to where my computer is to type. So if you don't see me typing a whole lot in the chat room now, I'll type a little bit later if anybody's listening to me.
We've got, oh, hi, Al. Yeah. Yeah, you're a fast mover, mate. 275 down, 167 up. Jeez. Oh, that's impressive.
Hey Jeff, we need to work on my song.
On your song. I think
Jeff,
someone else has to do that for you. You're not allowed to do it yourself.
Yeah, I can. I will. You there, buddy?
It's a bit like picking a oh, okay. My upload speed is pretty poor at the moment. I don't know why that is. I'm going to reset my router, Jeff. I'll be gone for a bit.
All by myself anymore. Wow. I'll take sick. You can hear me. I can't hear what you're saying now. You can hear me though? Yeah. I don't know. This is kind of funny. I'm usually the one that has technical difficulty, and here I am. No problem today. I think that's a prelude to the Super Bowl. Oh, there you are.
You can hear me now, but I'm not using my
You're not using mic.
I don't know what's going on. Hang on.
You can hear me fine, right? I can't hear you at all. Yeah. Yeah, no. No, I don't feel so bad. Sometimes I'm having technical difficulties with this work laptop. I come home and use the home laptop, the old Apple. That's been the MacBook Pro. It's been around for a long time, and I have absolutely no problem. Of course, I don't have much of a voice. I don't know what's going on there. Well, Liz Piper, I think Dana's ID. I do have to figure out how to make this live chat a little bit bigger. It's a little bit too far away. I'm not quite needing glasses yet. I can read it, but it's just small, far away. Oh, there he is. He's back. I do not know what's going on with my voice. It's been like this for 3 weeks. Probably need to call my doctor. See what he has to say about that.
How now, brown cow? I've just reset the router.
It's a router or a router?
Well, I don't know, actually. What do you reckon?
A router.
I think it's a router.
I reckon.
I think you root around with it. So it's a router. So I'm wondering if that's any better.
It seems like it's a whole lot better. It seems you're not breaking up nearly as much as you were initially.
I'll just
and even your pictures really good.
I'm just going to get on the phone to my provider as well. I'll just do a speed test there. That was a good one.
Good afternoon and welcome to Virgin Media.
I love that British accent.
Calling about TV, broadband or home phone, please press 1. Or if it's about Virgin Mobile, press... Okay, I just need to check if the number you're calling from belongs to the account you'd like to talk about. If it does, please press 1. Thanks. For bills, payments, or remaining minutes, please press 1. If there's a fault or you need some technical...
Oh, that's what the problem is. You didn't pay your bill.
Okay.
Could be.
Press 1. If you have a fault with your TV service, it's 2. If your broadband isn't working properly or you need help signing in to My Virgin Media, it's 3.
Jason just said, that British accent. I'll tell you what. It's something about it. It's just so distinct. Last night, over at the retirement party, my next door neighbor, Calvin, who I'm really good friends with, I mentioned him at the get together last weekend. His brother's over from England, and it's always so fun to try to listen to him because even though we both speak the same language, his pronunciation of words and meaning of words and like I can't think of anything off the top of my head other than the loo, quid. Quid is money, and the loo is the bathroom, and a flat is an apartment.
Yeah,
so it's
always getting used to. You can imagine how I felt the first few trips to America, but
yeah, but you're pretty. You're pretty well healed. Where he's, a bricklayer, and he talks a whole lot more in slang. So,
I love it.
And add a few beers to that. It's always fun trying to interpret what in the world he is saying.
Excellent.
Of course, with my strong Boston accent.
Yeah,
that always makes it interesting. Yeah,
love it.
I love when I get on an airplane, they say to me, the flight attendant says to me, where are you from, New York? And I said, well, you just insulted me, so I'm done talking to you.
Yeah. What do you mean? What do you keep doing that for? That's better. Right.
Captain Al, does he speak American as well as English?
Good point.
Yeah, Al. We all speak English, I guess.
Tony, I never got to do a red flag. I was flagged to do a red flag, but they called it off because of Gulf War One. So because of basically their commitments. So I missed my chance, which was a crying shame. But I mean, it is a vast exercise. I'd love to be part of it. We do a kind of a smaller version in the Air Combat Maneuvering Instrumentation down at Decimamana off Sicily, and that has the advantage of having great food.
If we need to restart anything, this will interrupt any shows you're recording and anyone watching TV
Schedule.
on the internet.
shows.
Oh, why am I the only one here in the picture now?
Please hang up now and call back when it suits you.
I think Jeff has left the building.
Press hash.
Oh, wait, yeah, where's Jeff got? I've got 2 pictures of me at the moment. What's that going on?
Yeah, I've got 2 pictures of me too. That's pretty scary.
Okay.
I'm already big enough for 2.
This will only take a few seconds, so stay right there while we get the results. Our tests are taking a little longer than expected.
Funny old thing.
Please hold for a few more seconds.
What's that? What's the poster behind your head there, Nick?
That's an APG show poster.
And we can't find a fault. It looks like everything's working as it should do, but we'll run a few extra checks, which may take around 10 minutes. So you can hang up while we do this. In the meantime, make sure all the cables are plugged in firmly.
Oh, stupid cow. Fucking cables are plugged in. Who do you think she's talking to? Yeah, I had that.
Computer.
I know. Yeah, I knocked that up for, or at a local printer, knocked that up for when Jeff came over and we had an APG in the garden. And for the Farnborough shingles, where else you'll see it. So it's just a little banner.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I like that. I do like that indeed. See, I got my airplane cockpit poster behind me.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. So
Yeah,
you do.
there it is. And then, of course, the Patriots flag. It's conveniently blocking the sunlight behind me, so of course I'm getting blinded and gives some good lighting because the lighting in this room's terrible.
Fair enough. Hey, Jeff's back.
Yay! But can you hear us, Jeff?
He's.
No, okay. You just gave us
Well,
the
he might
number
be.
one signal.
1 minute.
I can hear you.
Where's that?
I'm trying to. I had to restart the main machine. So
Okay. We we had a bloke
no.
who used this signal on the flight deck, thinking he was indicating to his first officer, because it was all a bit busy on the radio, that it was altimeters 1 to go, and the first officer thought it meant flat 1. We've stopped doing that now. Yeah. Tony, I'm.
Now, the only thing I need to do is figure out how to make this font bigger. I imagine it's probably into system preferences. Uh-oh. Jeff's completely Nick's completely frozen. I bet you because it's a Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon, everybody's on the internet. I think that's probably the problem today. APG live chat, can you guys hear me? Yes, excellent. Okay, great. Oh, I'm all by myself. I'm not a singer. Sorry, guys. Especially my voice being hoarse like this. So I'm on the only one you guys can hear. Huh. I know Jeff's still working on some issues in the home front.
I don't know what's going on.
I'm guessing probably because it's a Sunday and a lot of people are using the bandwidth. That would be my guess. Still having problems with the mic. Well, I don't know what to talk about. It's usually banter among all of us.
I think I'm back for the 3rd time.
Yeah, I think it's bandwidth issue today because everybody's probably on the internet.
No, well, that call I made, they did advise me that they would be making further tests over the next 10 minutes, and I might momentarily lose connection. So hopefully they've resolved any problems that might be.
I hope so.
All right. I'll try another speed test, see where I'm going up and down at. What's happened to Jeff? Has he run off again?
He's here. Oh yeah, he ran off. He's not in the seat. He's having some major issues. I don't know what his problems going on over there this morning.
But I think the chat room is right. He's just filling time while we're waiting for Steph.
Maybe he's looking pretty frustrated though. I'll tell you. He is. I mean, it's
no. Now he's not here. What's he like to fly with?
Yeah, that guy, man. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, he's
he's a slave driver. Slave driver.
I can hear you.
Real tight ass on. Oh, hello, Jeff.
Yeah, I don't want to ever fly with him again. He's just a hard nosed man. He's just
oh god, yeah, real company.
I don't know. Yeah, really. He drinks the Kool-Aid.
Yeah,
the Acme Kool-Aid. Now he's actually, honestly, he's a great guy to fly with.
Really?
And I have to say, at Acme, I don't know whether it's the hiring practices or just for the most part, or just I can get along with most people, but very few pilots or captains I fly with do I ever run into any issue with or have an issue with. I'd pretty much say if I can't get along with you, you get some problems. So I don't hold grudges, and I don't analyze and try to psychoanalyze everybody and try to work,
Well, that's the best way, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just, you go in, you do your job, have fun. If the guy likes to talk, you talk. If he doesn't like to talk, you don't talk. This guy flew with this past week, and I'll tell you what, we had, other than our wives, we had everything in common. I mean, he scuba dives, I scuba dive. He rides Harleys, I ride Harleys. You have the same political views. We have the same, just about everything in common as you can imagine. So we're going to get together and go riding, I'm sure.
Sounds great.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you get the guys you never talk to. You say, hi, how you doing? Do your job, and then
I'm just trying to work this menu with it. I missed minute.
Thank you, Liz. Yes, I am a pretty easygoing guy. That's it. Life is too short. If you get wrapped up in the axle, you don't want to. When you get into the cockpit, you're in a very small community, and when I say community, I mean very small space. And what ends up happening is you have to live with this person for 3, 4, 5, 6 days, whatever it is. And if you sit there and you start off with the wrong foot, and you have a bad attitude, complaining about everything and this and that, people don't want to be around you. Whereas if you go in and you have a good attitude and don't complain about everything and always try to have a smile on your face, even if you're having a bad day. We talked about it last week, a little bit about the psychological issue. Even if you're having some problems at home, sometimes it's really good to go to work and have a good time at work.
I can't get the microphone that's connected to the mixer to work.
Did
and you're not hearing. Tell me if you hear this sound. No.
Nothing.
Okay. I'm hearing it all on my headset, but not.
Did you try to turn the power on? Can't hear you at all now.
I've currently got 2 Jeffs.
Yeah, I've got 2 Jeffs too. Boy, that would be a pain.
I have 2 computers. This one over here is for sharing my screen.
Well, I don't know. You're the expert on it. I don't know much about computers. I've since I've gotten out of the professional world, and when I say professional world, I mean working in an office. I don't spend a whole lot on computers, a whole lot of time on computers. So I'm kind of a nincompoop when it comes to them. I mean, I can't even change the font on my darn live chat.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
That's from my Chromebook. Press 1 for help. Help!
Captain Al, no, I'm not describing a day out with Nick. But that would be fun to fly with him, I can assure you. I would thoroughly enjoy flying with Nick. However, I was thinking about this earlier today. Captain Nick, all he has to do or gets to do is fly international. So not a whole lot of short flying for Captain Nick. Am I correct? Are you there? No, he's not there. So I think being on a wide body international, I'm sure there's not many flights less than 5, 6, 7 hours. And that's just not me. So I prefer to fly the short stuff. But that's a beautiful thing about being with an airline like Acme, because you have all those choices, and having those choices is a great thing. Let's see what else here. Well, if I can ever figure out this font, that would be a great thing, so that I don't have to be so far away from my computer. And I see Captain Nick is on the phone, scratching his head. Right now, he kind of looks like a monkey scratching his head. And Jeff's over there trying to work out the audio issue, and here I am all by myself. And my laptop is too far away from me really to get into the chat room and chat because I have to reach way up here. It's kind of inconvenient while I'm trying to talk and look at the video and try to read chat room. And as well, try to figure out how to. Anybody in the chat room have any ideas on Apple how to, in the live chat, make the font bigger so I can see it a little better? Well, Micah, to be honest with you, I am looking forward to a really good game next week. Talking about it last night, and ultimately live in Atlanta, so in the back of my mind, have to root for the Falcons. But I'm born and raised Bostonian, so of course my first team, truly the Patriots. I think it's going to be a really close game, come down to who has the possession last and if there are any turnovers in the game. So that's ultimately what will decide the game. I'm hoping. I was in Houston last week. I didn't get to post any photos, but at least on the community. I should actually probably what's the name of that program that everybody wants to use? Let's see. Oh yeah, Twitter. I should have tweeted some photos. I probably should start tweeting some photos. That would be good because some of you guys are following me, and if you do want to follow me on Twitter, my handle is First Officer Dana at Divin' and Flying, DIVNFLYN. And that's how you can follow me. And I'm also enjoying the APG community, so you can find me there as well on Twitter. Eventually, I'll put up a profile. A little bit about my background. And yeah, Liz, I am torn between two teams. Not really, but whoever wins ultimately, I've got to say, I can put on both hats because I live in Atlanta and I'm from Boston. So my first team obviously will always be Boston. Always. Command plus sign. Command plus. That did work. That's much better. I said I don't have any. I just had my vision test, but I'm quite literally from a laptop sitting so that the camera can have my full view here. I'm sitting quite in arms. I mean, like if you can see me at all, you can see them reaching forward, and that's just getting to my keyboard. So that's nice. That worked really nice. Thank you very much, Jeff, Liz, both of you, helping me out. Do it a couple times. Let me try it once more, Liz. I think this is probably big enough. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, I can definitely see that now. I think if I was Jeff's age, then that would probably be about the right size. But I'm fortunate at my age, still don't need glasses. That's a good thing. Everybody has been warning me that my site's going to start going, but it hasn't yet. Whereas you have Pretty Jeff there with his glasses on all the time as he's looking at it and hoping that things are going to work. You can hear me, but still no microphone, huh? Did you try to use your backup microphone, the one you carry with you for work? No. You're looking pretty discouraged. I need a secretary. Yeah, I do need a secretary. Although, however, if I could figure out, I do have this keyboard here, wireless keyboard. If I could figure out how to get that thing to work, it's not working. But I have my wife's computer, and I think that's probably the keyboard USB, and I only have 2 USBs, and I'm already using the mouse, which is making it a whole lot nicer for me this time, right? Boy, I'll tell you what, it's kind of funny. I'm the one usually having technical issues, and today it's Jeff and Captain Nick and no Steph. So I'm all by myself here, Jeff. You're leaving me out here, buddy. I know you're not on purpose. You're having some problems there. My running commentary. Well, I'm glad everybody thinks it's pretty good. It's not something I've become or have done in the past. So this is kind of my first soliloquy. I think that's the word. If you're on stage by yourself, of course, I'm not so sure that my voice is all that good either. Not nearly as good as Captain Jeff's, that's for sure. And I don't know if you guys can see Captain Jeff over there. He can hear me. He just he can hear me, but his microphone is just not cooperating this morning. Liz, maybe a show cancellation. Yeah, I'm hoping not. But I think it's just my leg. Yeah, well, whenever I upgrade to captain, I follow those junior first officers. Maybe my leg by myself, but fortunately, I fly with a lot of people that are very competent in their job. And just today on the microphone, me all by myself, break into a song dance. The floor is yours. Thank you, Austin. Yeah, I don't have any rhythm. I don't have a great voice, but I do have a good sense of humor. You know, I always put on my fun stuff at work. You know, the glasses, the hair, the teeth. And I always tell the flight attendants, Dana has told me, yeah, well, I haven't been tweeting a whole lot, Dave. That's not a whole lot of followers up until now. So I will promise, I promise to continue to add some new tweets every week now, since I've got a whole lot more followers. And once I am not the only one here, I'll probably send out a nice tweet. I've got some good photos from this last week, especially of the Super Bowl area. Anyways, as I was saying, you know, we can't tell a whole lot of jokes at work anymore, especially dirty ones. So I use my other way of breaking the ice and making people laugh, and that's using the hair, the glasses, and teeth. But, however, only for my crew members' enjoyment, never for the public's enjoyment. Wouldn't want it being tweeted or sent out over the internet. And of course, Acme Red's overseas, would certainly not appreciate being in the news with a supposedly crazy pilot, which I'm just using it for humor, not that I'm crazy, because I am completely and totally sane. I don't use that stuff in front of the passengers, and I never let anybody take a photo of it, so that I am not in uniform wearing that stuff. But I like to have a sense of humor. So let me scan through here. I was talking here a little bit and trying to sound at least somewhat normal. So let's see what Dana, what is your next choice when when the Mad Dog retires. Well, as a matter of fact, Tony, I've been debating that issue and created a flow chart and everything as to what what I would like to fly next. And I've decided that international is not where I want to go. Even though I enjoy, and I'm all by myself. Really, I am all by myself. Huh. I would say give it a little more time. I'm going to stay on, and hopefully Jeff will fix the issue and come back. And so I'll continue on what I was talking about, and that is I'm really debating between flying another classic airplane. That would be the 757 before it goes away, because I'm going to have an unlimited opportunity in the future to fly the Airbus, the 73, or the upcoming CS 100 and 300, maybe the 500 as well. So, yeah, I am in one of my considerations, Cap now, about the Airbus is not that I particularly want to fly it. Yes, I do, Liz. I do fly in a YYZ. I actually love that overnight downtown. But not that I particularly want to fly that aircraft, but I have to admit, with me being a bigger guy, I mean, I've got a 56-inch chest, 58-inch chest by jacket, and sitting in that 737 cockpit is very small for me, width-wise and lengthwise. So that's a big factor. I probably will lean towards the Airbus ultimately. So that's where I am right now. I'm thinking about what my next move is, because I've been flying the Mad Dog for close to 10 years now, and I'm trying to decide whether I want to upgrade to captain, have a lousy quality of life, or I want to go to first officer on a different aircraft and have a great quality of life. Yeah, Dave. No, I'm not. I will not steal Jeff's thunder. No way. This is all his baby. I'm just here as kind of an add-on. On occasion, actually, I'm not even supposed to do this every week. Hopefully, doing a little bit more. Certainly enjoy it. Let's see. I'm going to text Jeff here and see what's going on to get some info from him to see if he'll respond to me. So I'm not the only one here. Tony S is a 7576, the same reading at Acme. Actually, the FAA is it is a common type rating. That's where it's common. It wouldn't matter whether it's just the way the company would opt to fly it. Acme used to have two categories. They used to have an international and domestic 7576. So you'd fly strictly domestic on the 7576 or just international. They've gone ahead and merged it. So that there's Captain Jeff's back.
Yeah, but I'm still trying to get my main system working.
Okay, well, they say I'm doing an okay job here, Captain Jeff. So
yeah, you're doing great. Thanks for entertaining.
I'm trying. So, anyways, so they merged those categories. So on the 7576,
Patriots suck.
Did you see my shirt today? You haven't seen my.
Sad.
Let me stand up. There you go.
This pilot loves the Patriots. Aw,
isn't that awesome?
That's so cute.
This pilot loves the Patriots. Oh my! No, my chair's stuck. Let's see.
I've never had this problem before. This particular one, for some reason, I can't send any signal to the Hangout via the normal way. Which means that there's no sound effects. No, I can't do the show like this. So until I fix this.
Oh, do you want to?
I do want to.
Maybe. I know you want this, Steph.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
you've missed all this fun so far this morning.
I know.
Jeff.
I heard there was some shocking technical difficulties going on, so I didn't rush home.
Yeah. How was your flight this morning?
Oh, it was nice. It was cold, but it was fun. Our goal was to get up and see the sunrise, and as we took off, the sun was rising. So we're a little late. Oh,
yeah,
well.
I was going to say just a little late.
Just a little late. Yeah.
I've been here entertaining because we've lost Nick. He's having issues. And Captain Jeff's having microphone and soundboard issues.
Oh, geez.
Mixer
problems.
issues. And
Mixer won't connect to the Hangout.
Huh.
I don't know why.
Well, I'll just sit here and enjoy my grapefruit juice in my coffee mug.
You can help Dana entertain the chat room.
Yeah, I've been doing that, and unfortunately, it's unusual for me to sit here and talk all by myself.
I know I'm not talking all by myself either.
Yeah, I'm not good at that. But I've been using the chat room.
Just ask them for topics, and they'll just keep going, and then it'll go into another topic, and it's all good. So
exactly what I've done. Dana has been a star. That's how I say it, Liz. Star. Star. S-T-A-H.
Yeah, there's an R at the end of the word, but that's okay. Star.
No, there is not. We were here first. The rest of the country has an accent.
Huh? Sure.
Yeah, Austin. I volunteer pay.
That's right. So how are you doing, Dana?
So, I'm doing fantastic. I'm still trying to figure out why. I'm actually going to be calling my doctor. Well, I could actually call him right now because I have a concierge doctor. But my voice for the last 2.5, 3 weeks has just been really scratchy.
Huh.
Yeah, and my so I don't want to talk medical with you. It's just if I sound a little scratchy, I feel fine. But
I was gonna say you're not feeling ill or sore throat or
no sore throat. No,
it could just be more of a vocal cord issue, or laryngitis. Even you can get laryngitis without really being sick. So
yeah. We're going to sing a duet by Michael Coopers is saying Dana and Steph can sing a duet.
No, Mike.
No.
Well, Dana can sing, but I'm not going to sing.
No, I can assure you I will not sing. I'll whistle Dixie, but
there you go.
I barely have, I don't even have a podcasting voice, let alone singing voice.
Aw. Sure you do.
Aw.
She'll say invoice. Yeah, I sing once a year and it's not Christmas yet. You're right, Austin. I don't even know that I'll sing next Christmas. It may have just been a one-off. So there was a lot of peer pressure or a lot of listener pressure.
Of course there is. So how was the drive up to Asheville? Did you guys make it in the 3 hours that you thought you would?
Oh yeah. Yeah. It took just over 3 hours. So not terrible. Wow. And that was the only drive I did the whole weekend where it wasn't pouring rain. So that was actually a very nice drive, even though it was kind of late.
Well, I have to admit, every time I've gone to Asheville, it's always been on the motorcycle, lollygagging,
right?
Doing mountain bike.
Oh, sure, sure. Yeah, I know. We stopped for, I think, a soda and some gas, and that was it. And
cool.
Pretty
very nice meeting your father. He's a fantastic man.
Oh yeah, he's a good guy. So he went out flying with me this morning. He had a good time. He was pushing to go yesterday. I was like, the winds are terrible today again. Like we're gonna go up there and it's gonna be unpleasant. We're gonna get bumped around. Like, let's go first thing in the morning tomorrow. We'll have time to do that. Except I can't get my butt out of bed. Huh?
I said bump de dump, bumping through the skies.
Yeah,
boring holes through it.
Didn't sound like a whole lot of fun. I mean, it did kind of, but
Yeah, but of course, the APG community may or may not know this, but tends to be the best time to fly is early in the morning and in the evening, because that's when the winds tend to die down because the sun's not affecting the atmosphere nearly as much. So
exactly,
if you ever want a smooth flight, that's the best time to fly.
Yep. And then I was laying in bed last night at it might have been close to 11 o'clock, and I could still hear the winds. Like they were still kind of gusty. I was like, I really want those to quiet down for the morning. Like I'll still go flying anyway, but I just want a nice, smooth sunrise flight, And it was perfect. It was very nice.
Yes. I've just learned a new word, lollygagging.
Lollygagging? You don't know that one? That's not one over in the UK? Lollygag?
Yeah, lollygag.
I don't think I use that word very often, but I definitely know it. Lollygag.
Yeah,
It's a great word.
I don't use it very often,
Hmm.
but hey, might as well add some humor to it. Give me 1 second. I am going to step away only because it's cold here in Atlanta, and I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat on the second floor.
Go ahead and do that.
Sitting here in shorts and a t-shirt,
Okay.
and I've got my feet under a blanket.
I'm still wearing like 4 layers of clothing that I put on this morning to go out to fly.
Oh no!
I knew it was going to be cold.
Hey.
Yeah.
I went on a motorcycle yesterday.
Oh, did you?
Rode the motorcycle yesterday in that nice cold weather. It was beautiful, though. It's a really beautiful day.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous
Hold on,
day.
I will be right back.
Okay.
Like in probably 30 seconds.
What were you saying,
I have
Jeff?
no idea. I don't know what's going on with this stupid thing.
Do we just restart it?
I've restarted the computers twice.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So the output from my mixer, which includes all the soundboards and everything, is not getting sent to the Hangout. I have some latency.
We didn't lose any of your wires or cables or connectors in Atlanta, did we?
Nope, I don't think
We packed everything back up and just kind of threw it in a box.
I think I have everything.
Okay.
I just this is a mystery to me. I got everything set up perfectly. I might just have to go back to the other method that I use, using the Thunderbolt interface and audio hijack, and
still no Nick.
Huh?
Oh.
What?
Still no Nick.
Yeah, he's having connection troubles.
Huh.
And so what you're hearing right now, and what you're looking at is my Chromebook, because I was going to use that to do this, like screen share stuff.
Oh, I see. So it doesn't get messed up. Well, the picture's kind of fuzzy.
Yeah, well, it's a Chromebook.
Oh.
Let's see.
Oh boy.
Maybe now you have like 400 windows. Okay. Yeah.
Restart the entire podcast and new link and everything else like that, Jeff, you think?
I don't know if that's going to. Yeah, it might.
I mean, nothing else has worked so far.
Bump.
Let me try that.
I'll
So I will tweet the new. I'm sorry. There's
link.
like a half-second latency here that I hear my voice, and then I'm talking, and then I'm hearing my voice, and it's very confusing.
Hello. Echo.
Yeah.
Echo.
So I'm going to shut the whole thing down. Everybody can leave the Hangout. I'll start a new Hangout, and then I'll tweet the link for the new Hangout in a few minutes. Let's see if that works.
Okay, and we'll come in through our normal channel.
Yeah, I'll put the link in the intro script in Evernote.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
We'll
So give me like 5 minutes.
Okay. See everybody in about 10.
Okay.
5-10 minutes.
Sounds good.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.